Hey guys, welcome back to Super Switch U. Uh, Started out trying to record a different video and realized I might have a better idea going with this chain of thought. So, um, we're gonna go with that. Uh, Really, the initial thoughts came from the fact that we don't have a whole lot announced for the end of the year. We don't. Uh, September looks okay. October's a little promising. There are only two games for Switch 2 said for November, and two said for December, and three for August. Four. Four for August. Yeah, it's still disappointing. Um, but we just had that partner showcase. We had the direct back in April talking about games and giving some release dates and whatnot. And I feel it so strongly in the very depths of my soul that August we're going to see a direct. Based on nothing. I don't have sources or intel or whatever. Like, this is just solely based on a feeling. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm a little high on believing. um, Without the corniness of it, I do actually think that we're going to see something because they did that partner showcase that was underwhelming the last day of July. And there's an indie world showcase on Thursday because this is the 5th that I'm recording this. So August 7th, there's an indie world showcase. So it feels like they're trying to push out a bunch of smaller announcements for something bigger. Um, Hopefully, we start seeing some more exclusive experiences, things that make this very, very expensive purchase feel like it's actually worth the money that we spent. Because right now, there's a swarm of game key cards, most of which are experiences that you could have gotten on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, Switch 1. A lot of Switch 2 games are on Switch 1, which, I mean, I guess it makes kind of a little bit of a sense because they would have started development there or at least attempted it and then moved on. Um, but there's not a lot exclusive to Switch 2. Which kind of brings me to the point of this video. I would actually kind of like to go over the actual Switch 2 exclusive experiences, things that you can only play at their base point on Switch 2. This is not going to include things like Starcross Worlds or Jamboree TV that are just additions to games, or stuff like Street Fighter Years 1 and 2 Edition or Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition that have all the stuff together, because you could actually still play that exact same experience on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series or whatever, PC. Those things. You could just get the download content and you would have that exact same thing. I'm talking about just actual games that in no way you could play on a different system. And that list is actually a little bit bigger than I was originally thinking, but not by much. So let me adjust my camera screens and stuff here. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to go from the launch of the system to things that are coming that you can you can't pre-order any of them, right? I'd have them pre-ordered. Things that are coming that have been announced. So to start with, you go back to the launch, all the way back to June 5th, like exactly 2 months ago from today. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, for very obvious reasons, is an exclusive experience to Switch 2. Uh, Sometimes hard to consider it a game, but it is neat and it's worth the $10 tag. But that's not important right now. What's important is you can only play that on the Switch 2. And then sticking with Nintendo for the launch day, Mario Kart World, right there. That one. That was the biggest selling point for launch day, was brand new Mario Kart, drive anywhere, drive between the courses, just keep driving. That was it. That was exclusive. So obviously these two are the obvious things from launch day that were exclusive. They're Nintendo. They were made for Switch 2. There were two other things day one that were actually exclusive experiences. Things that I didn't really pay that close attention to, but apparently they very much were. One of those being Fast Fusion, because apparently the entire Fast franchise, games, not movies, because you don't turn your back on family. But Fast Fusion was exclusive to Switch 2, just like Fast RMX was exclusive to Switch 1, Fast Racing Neo was exclusive to Wii U, and Fast Racing League was exclusive to the Wii. So there were experiences similar to it, like earlier entries in the franchise. But Fast Fusion was specific and exclusive to Switch 2, taking advantage of the HD Rumble and the higher resolution of graphics and frame rates and something else. I was reading on it, but I've lost that tab now, so I don't remember what else it said. But $15 on the eShop, so it is there. That's number 3. Number 4 is also launch day. Probably one of the worst performing games because it looked like crap during the Treehouse events and stuff where they were playing the games. And that was Survival Kids. There was a lot that I actually did not realize or understand about Survival Kids when first seeing it. It is technically a sequel to a Game Boy game from Konami, I believe. That's who did this one? Yep, Konami. So it is a sequel to a Game Boy game, technically. And it's exclusive to Switch 2, trying to take advantage of the chat features, the C button itself, microphone, camera usage, just game chat. It took advantage of a lot of that. Problem with that, if you're someone like me and you don't have friends and family that have a Switch 2, so you are the one person that has a Switch 2, which is actually not true. I now have one other friend that has one, but we have not had successful game chat sessions. Just enough to like pop it open, and I've shared my screen with him, but he's not shared his screen with me. I think it's just more of his internet's not so great. But not sure. I mean, we will work out the kinks at some point. So, something. But without people to do those kinds of features, this game would seem very underwhelming. But that's not the point of talking about it. The point of talking about it is it's an exclusive Switch 2 experience. So we got 4. July brought us our 5th one with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Probably the best Switch 2 exclusive experience. If you haven't played it, play it. If you have played it, go play it some more. I'm about to go do the same when I'm done with this video. But I was trying to bring you guys midweek content. So here we are. Next, we have not gotten yet, but we are going to get a test drive or a test wheel. I don't know. I don't remember what they called it, but a global test run of Dragon Drive, which is exclusive. So we're gonna have the whole game itself is exclusive. Obviously, it uses mouse controls. Like, where else are you gonna have mouse controls that sophisticated? Because I can tell you for sure, this thing is not gonna be able to do the high fives and all the other stuff that comes with what the Switch 2 was doing. So that was 6. The next 3 are the last ones that I know of that are exclusive. And so if I miss something, definitely let me know in the comments. But I'm pretty sure I've nailed this one just right on the head. So we were at 6. Number 7, Kirby Air Riders, that is supposed to come out this year. And we still haven't seen anything but a pre-rendered teaser. That's it. but it's supposed to be 2025, so it gets the next slot. So it should be number 7 on the exclusive experiences list. From there, we have one that's said to be this winter, which is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which could mean end of November, it could mean December, it could mean January through March. There's a big time frame there that could include winter. So I don't know, but we've got 2 trailers for it, so I mean, it still looks great. It's going to be awesome and a very much Switch 2 exclusive. If we could just get our hands on it, it'd be great. It'd be super. And the last one is not a Nintendo game, so finally see one that's not Nintendo made. It's Duskbloods. We got 1 trailer for it. It was enough to pique my interest. So I will definitely keep watching trailers and information put out and see if it turns out to be something that I actually want to play or if it's one of those games that I skip. But it is definitely exclusive as far as they've told us. So, you know, if you spent the money or you plan on spending the money on one of these and you want reasons why you bought that thing and not just, hey, look, all my Switch 1 games look better. Hey, I could take these games I could play on the PlayStation and the Xbox and the PC and play them on the go. Because as nice as some of those are, it does not help with the value of that. I mean, it does and it doesn't. It makes those other games better because they're on a Nintendo system. But it doesn't always give me more value in my Nintendo system. Not like exclusives do. Which is why I skipped both the PlayStation and the Xbox this generation, because there's nothing that keeps me playing. Why play those? I could play the same games on my Switch 2. Oh. Or Switch 1. A lot of times it's Switch 1. But that's a video for a different time. Just to recap, it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in the span of probably the first year, which is not a horrible start, but they are so spread apart because we don't know the last 3, and some of those are digital only, and it's a little disappointing. I would like to have more exclusive experiences for the retail, full-size, AAA type games. Things like Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, that kind of stuff. Less like Dragon Drive and Switch 2 Welcome Tour. At some point, I will probably try Fast Fusion. I just have not done it. And I know that if I try to get it right now, it's going to get lost in the sea of everything else I need to play on Switch 2 that is now taking a backseat to Donkey Kong. So, yeah, point is, Donkey Kong's great. Go play it if you haven't played it. And if you have played it, go play it some more. Just go be on Donkey Kong. That's all you need. Nothing in life matters but bananas. And with that, just let me know what you guys think down below. Again, if I missed something, definitely tell me, and I will maybe do an update to this video at some point soon. If you have specific thoughts on some of these games, especially ones that I have not purchased or played myself, definitely share those, because I would love to be persuaded to try some new stuff. And if you have strong feelings of, you know, why Switch 2 exclusives are important, or why you really don't need exclusives anymore, we could definitely discuss it. Just let's keep it civilized, guys. That's all I ask. We can have any kind of conversation, but just be civil. And, you know, maybe try to make more points than the same one over and over again. But it's alright. If that's the one point you got, it's fine. But at some point, I'm eventually just going to be like, you know what? It's fine. It's your opinion. Go with it. And what else I got? Got nothing. Got nothing else. So hit the like button, subscribe, because we really want to hit that 1,000 subscribers point, and we are only about 650, so we got a little ways to go. If you have subscribed, definitely recommend this channel to friends and family that you know that are looking for just new, maybe slightly different opinions on some of this stuff, uh, and that likes to discuss video game stuff. Because unlike a lot of the YouTubers and creators out there, I do try to make sure to get to you guys as quickly as I can. I'm a dad, a new dad, soon to be new dad again. So I don't always jump right back into responses. Just bear with me. I will get to you guys as quick as I can. So yeah, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button to be notified of all the videos, because I do not have a consistent schedule. I do these as I get a chance to step away from the kids to make a video, and a lot of times that gets very rushed. So definitely hit that bell notification to be alerted to upcoming videos, and I will see you guys next time.